Who does she call when you get into an argument? Who does your girl go to when you guys are fighting? These are some very, very vital and critical questions that you want to know and you want to find out before you go any further with her. This is going to make a big difference in whether or not your relationship ends prematurely or if it goes the distance. Okay, and especially for you guys who are looking to jump into these LTRs because you want to have your own kids one day, you want to have your own son, you want to leave your legacy behind, you want to have a family of your own. This is a very, very common mistake that I'd say 99.9%, and I'm not even hyperbolizing, 99.9% of guys in relationships that fail completely miss. Okay, so I want you to really, really pay attention tonight. Whenever you get into any type of like dating relationship with a girl, I don't care if it's casual, an LTR, or especially if you're thinking about getting engaged with a girl, one thing you want to know is, you want to find out is who she runs to, okay? Who she calls when you guys get into a fight, when you guys argue. If it's a girl that you just met, you haven't fought yet, you can ask her this question. Right? And it's pretty high value when you ask a girl something like this, because it's letting the girl know that, hey, you value yourself and you're not no dummy. You've been around the block and you're making her qualify herself to you. Like, hey, girl, all right, so yeah, just real quick, what's the longest relationship you've been in? And then she'll be like, oh, I was in this 5-year relationship. Okay, cool. Why did that end? And then she'll be like, oh, you know, this or that. Even when she answers that question, if she completely puts the blame on him and she doesn't take any accountability for anything she did, that's a red flag. But even more important is, you need to ask that girl, hey, did you guys fight a lot? And she'll be like, not any more than any other couple. It's like, okay, so when you guys would get into like some pretty heated fights, who would you call? Right? And let her answer. She'll be like, what do you mean, who did I call? Who did you call? Who did you run to? Who did you lean on for support? What did you do when you guys were fighting? When you guys got in these arguments, how did you handle it? Right? And she'll tell you. She'll tell you, like, oh, I would call, like, if I really was feeling down, I'd just call my mom. Oh, I called my sister a couple of times. You know, those are the type of answers you're looking for, by the way. Or she might say, well, I didn't call anybody. I just went to the bookstore. I like reading books, and I just sat there one afternoon and just read books. Or I went to go get coffee by myself and just cool off. I went for a walk with one of my girlfriends. We just went for a walk during the day, and then I came back and I was fine. Those are the type of answers you want to hear. But if that chick is like, I called up my girl, man. I called up my girl. The girl I used to go clubbing with. You know, and we just put on our gear and we went back out that weekend. Screw him, screw him. I put on my screw him dress. Screw him, and I went to the club. That's not what you want to hear. Because you know what she's going to do when she's in a relationship with you? She's going to do that. She's going to retaliate. And that's the last thing you want from a girl that you're going to be dating, or you're going to be investing any time, effort, money, or emotions in. Okay? Those are not the answers you want to hear. That she got vengeful, she retaliated, she's tit for tat, she has an ego, right? A lot of these girls today, they have ego. They're just like dudes. Like, if you get into a fight, they'll just take it as an excuse to run off and sleep with some other guy. They'll use it as an excuse to backwards rationalize in their head that, oh, he's not treating me right. Oh, I'm just going to jump in bed with this new guy who started at my work, or this new guy that I met recently at happy hour. Right? I'm going to go out with him because I'm pissed. If that's her way of handling arguments, dump her ass today, right? Dump her ass. We used to have a saying, I think it was like Tom Likas used to say, DTB, right? You guys remember, what is DTB? Dump that bitch, right? DTB. You've got to dump that bitch because that's what she is, if that's how she handles things. That's how she handles her fights, by being destructive and sabotaging your relationship. She is not worth your time or effort. Okay, so this is a question you need to ask any girl that you get involved with, where it goes beyond just like casual dating, where you kind of see yourself like you're attracted to her and you want to build something more with her. Before you let yourself go any further, man, you need to ask her this. And you can't overlook it either, okay? This is a very, very important question, because I guarantee every other relationship you've had where you got dumped, you got cheated on, you were done wrong by the chick, I guarantee if you look back on those relationships and you look at how your ex handled your arguments when you guys would fight, I guarantee that chick was acting out, she was disappearing on you, she was sneaking off to some club, she was like, acting shady. You really need to find out how this chick responds. Like, who will she call when you guys get into a fight? I mean, if you're getting into like something serious right now with a girl, right, and you guys know it's on, like say it's both mutual, you guys are both attracted to each other and you know it's on, you need to have this conversation and you need to be like, hey, let's talk about this before we go any further. So I don't want to waste my time, and I like you and everything, and I feel like this is going somewhere, but I need to know, like, before we go any further. So say we're like 5 years in, we're in like, we're even deeper in this relationship, and we get into like a really bad fight, okay? Get into a really, really bad argument. Maybe we say some things we don't mean, and we just kind of just get really heated at each other and go at it, and we get in a big fight. When that happens, who do you call? Who would you turn to for support? Where would you go? How would you handle it? Right? You need to ask her this. And you know what? Depending on what type of answer she gives you, you will know, right? The thing you want to be careful about is the girls who are damaged goods are not going to tell you the truth, unfortunately. The girls who are damaged goods are just going to flat out like, oh, I don't know, I guess I'll try to work it out with you. But I mean, even then you could catch like little nuances in their personality that tell you that no, if this chick is not going to be like trying to work things out with me, she's going to be running back out to the clubs and trying to replace me, right? And that's something that a lot of these chicks who are bad women do in relationships. Whenever you fight, instead of trying to work on the relationship with you and trying to fix it, they go out there trying to replace you. Matter of fact, even as you're dating them and you're not even fighting, they're still out there trying to replace you, right? And I've done a coaching video on that. Like, most of the girls you date will constantly try to replace you. That's that type of chick, right? And usually, as always, those girls always end up DG. They always end up damaged goods. Big shocker, right? Big shocker. Those are the type of chicks that even into their 30s, 40s, and 50s will still be single. They'll be what I call the former hottie, right? The former hottie, like you could tell this chick was super attractive back in the day. She's still somewhat, pretty attractive still now today. She's just older, more wrinkles, crow's feet, might be getting a little turkey neck, might be getting a little stubble, right? But you could tell back in the day, this chick was fine. And you might go, hey, why is this chick still single? There's a reason why. She's a DG. And the way that she ends up DG is because of how she handles herself when she did have relationships with high value guys. She wasn't there trying to make it better, trying to work with her man. No, instead, she was constantly trying to replace him. So you need to find out, who is your girl gonna call when you guys fight? Who is she going to turn to when you guys are in an argument? Who is she going to lean on for support when she can't turn to you? These are some very, very pressing questions you want to ask this chick if you are serious about doing anything with her. These are the things you want to find out, because it will save you just a ton of headache and chaos and trips to the courthouse in the future if you just avoid this type of chick initially. These women are bad news. I don't even want to call them women. These females are like, they're just bad news. They're bad news, okay? So, yeah, find out who she calls when you guys fight, because this is a really big investment getting into a relationship with a girl, especially these days, right? And I want you to make the right choice. I want you to make the right choice. So, with that said, we're going to wrap up here. Leave your comments below, guys. If, I'd love to hear your stories, too. If you dated a chick like this in the past where every time you fought, like, she just acted out on you. She like called up her girlfriends and like they put on their mini skirts and went out to the like bar hopping. tell me your stories below. Or if you had a girl who was a good chick and she was like, cool. She was like, no, I want to try to work on it with you. I want to try to fix this with you. I don't want to be at the clubs. I'm with you. I'm taken. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. I am signing out here from home, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm actually home. And there goes Gizzy over there. There goes my laptop. I'm about to do a live stream a little bit later. There's my notes on my phone for tonight's coaching video. And yeah, gonna wrap up here. So don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Do it for me. Appreciate it. Okay? And also hit the notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe to the channel because obviously YouTube doesn't want to promote me anymore. So I need your help, right? I need your help and I need you to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm since they don't want to help me. I need you guys, right? I need you to help me. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the hottest girls out there. These are the same type of girls that myself and my students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. And believe me when I tell you, we're making it happen every single week. That's my clock, by the way. Don't worry about that. Make it happen every single week, guys. Rain or shine. No matter what kind of pandemic is going on, no matter what kind of divisiveness is going on, we are out there living our lives and cold approaching the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. And I want you to join us. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons in 7 Months to Mastery, right? It's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So take advantage of it, okay? Take advantage of it, and all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now. This is the absolute best way to support my work. Again, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. Who can't afford $1? And if you love me, this is the absolute best way to support me. So jump into 7 Months to Mastery. Just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.